Yo, what's up everybody? It's the Jon and Justin show. Today it's just going to be me, Jon, here today. Justin will be here in more videos, of course, though. So today I want to talk to you guys about when is enough enough. Okay, so today I want to talk to you guys about when is enough enough. Okay, when is enough money for your family enough money? Right? Is it $1 million in the bank? Is it $10 million in the bank? Is it $1 billion? Is it $100 million? Is it $250,000 a year in passive income? You know, what is the magic number where you can retire, where you can stop, where you can quit? What is that magic number? And the answer that I have for you is infinity. Okay? It's never enough. Okay? You never stop, right? Because as soon as you tell yourself 10 million is enough, right? Then that's going to be the moment that you start dying. That's going to be the moment that you start contracting, okay? The second you stop is the second your family feels the contraction, okay? That's the second you start worrying about the cost of things, right? Because you can never keep growing, right? But you must keep growing. You have to keep growing. You have to keep going. There's always more. There's always another thing you can do. There's always a way to expand. You have to always be expanding. The definition of life itself is to expand and to grow. Okay, so, you know, this expo marker is only going to ever be this expo marker. Okay, that's the difference between organic and inorganic, okay? So organic, me, is that I will get taller, I will get stronger, I will get smarter, right? I will consume more of my environment every day, every moment, all the time, okay? So you have to get out of this mindset of having enough, of stopping, because this is becoming an expo marker. This is stopping, this is dying, okay? This expo marker is in contraction, right? Because every time I write, it loses ink until one day it dies and it's worthless, right? A rock is only ever going to just be a rock, right? A rock can't do more. A rock can't affect its environment around it. A rock can't go and cause things to happen in the universe, right? You, on the other hand, are not a rock. You, on the other hand, are an organic being that has life, that has a heartbeat, that has blood pumping through its veins. So you must keep growing. You must keep pushing. There's always more you can do. There's always something else to expand into. There's always something to learn, right? You can reproduce another being into the universe and then teach that being things. And then help that being grow and expand into the best human being they can be, right? And this all comes down to survival, right? You see, a rock, this expo marker, doesn't care about survival, right? It doesn't care about anything, right? Whereas you and me, organic beings that we are, we care about survival. And our survival depends on our ability to always expand, to always grow, right? So I want you to get out of this mindset of having enough, of stopping at some point, of retiring, right? Have you ever seen someone who retires and then within 12 months of them retiring, they get some deadly illness, right? And then they die from it, right? Within 5 years of someone retiring, they die, right? There's probably some statistic out there that explains that there's a correlation between retiring and dying. And the reason being is that your body thinks it's time to shut down. Your body figures, well, I have nothing else to contribute. I have nothing else to do. So let's start the dying process, right? So you have to always be working, right? There is no retirement, okay? There is no retirement, okay? And even if you do like retire from your job, okay, you have to find some new purpose, right? You have to start an organization, start a charity, go do something with the financials that you have, right? I mean, how many times can you just sip mimosas on the beach? I mean, really, how many days a week can you really do that? You know, it gets boring after like 3 days, okay? So you have to figure something else that you can do to expand the universe, to expand yourself, to expand others around you, to grow, to connect with people, right? The question is when does infinity end? Infinity never ends. Your potential is infinity. So you always keep pushing, you always keep growing. There's always something more to learn, to do. How do I achieve my potential? How do I go to infinity? How do I keep going to infinity? And the answer to that is to just focus on one more thing. To just focus on one thing, okay? Help one person. Make $1. Do 1 rep. Read 1 word. Breathe 1 breath. So just focus on one thing. My handwriting on this side is so much better. I don't know why. Just focus on one thing. Okay? Help one person. Do one thing. Buy 1 more property, right? How do you get to 1,000 units in real estate? You start by buying 1, okay? You buy 1 unit. Then you buy 2. Then you buy 3. Then maybe you can buy 4 at a time. Then maybe 12. You know what I mean? So just focus on 1 deal. Focus on making $1. Focus on helping 1 client. Focus on helping 1 person, 1 being, 1 thing. And that's how you're going to get to infinity, is by helping 1 at a time, 1 thing at a time. And if we all do this, if we all just focus on helping 1 thing at a time, then we're all going to get to infinity. We're all going to get to our potential. How is Elon Musk getting to Mars? He's focusing on 1 employee at a time. He's focusing on 1 mission at a time. What you need to not do is be the big fish in a little pond. That's how you're going to get stuck at the 1 million and the 10 million and even the billion, right? That's how you're going to get stuck, is when you're the big fish in the little pond. So what does that mean? That means that you have nothing to strive for. You're maxing out your potential, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion because there are bigger ponds. There are bigger fish in other ponds. You're running around as the big fish in your little pond, but not realizing that there's an ocean next door. You're a big barracuda in your pond, but there's sharks in the ocean. You need to not be the big fish in the little pond. You need to always be the smallest fish in your pond, because that's going to force you to go for more. That's going to force you to grow. That's going to force you to hit your potential. That's going to force you to focus on just 1 more thing. You see, if you're the big fish in the pond, then there is no 1 thing. You've already conquered it all. You don't want to have the biggest house in your neighborhood, because if you do, that means you're the big fish in the little pond, right? Get out of that neighborhood. Move to a bigger neighborhood, because being in the bigger neighborhood and having the smaller house, you're going to realize, oh man, Tom across the street, what's he been up to? What's he doing? You're going to wake up and you're going to see that Tom's already left for work. Tom's already left to go to the office. It's 5:30 in the morning, you know, you're getting up and you see Tom already leaving. Meanwhile, you still have to take a shower, you still have to feed the kids, blah, blah, blah. Tom's already off and done, ready to go. You want to be the little fish in the big pond. It's going to push you to your potential. It's going to push you to infinity. So step into the chaos. 1 foot at a time, I want you to step into the chaos. Have your 1 foot firmly planted in order, and then the other one stepping into the chaos, right? And then you're going to pull a little bit of that chaos each time, and you're going to bring it into the order. So that is the focusing on 1 thing. That is helping 1 client at a time. That is focusing on 1 deal at a time, doing 1 deal at a time. That is going to be pulling the chaos into the order. And you're going to never reach a point where there's no more chaos. You have to always make sure that you're in an environment where there is more chaos to conquer. There has to always be more chaos to turn into order, for you to cultivate on, for you to expand on, for you to grow into. The younger you are, the more zeros in the bank. Okay, so the younger you realize this, the younger you get to work and stop messing around, stop hanging out, stop just chilling with your boys, hanging out with your buddies. The younger you realize this, the younger you develop this hunger for infinity, the younger you realize that to develop this hunger for your potential is the quicker you're going to have more zeros in the bank. The younger you start focusing on one thing, is the quicker you're going to see money in your bank account. Is the quicker you're going to see these relationships develop. Is the quicker you're going to see these connections that you create. The quicker you're going to see the chaos turning into order. I'll leave you with a quote. I don't know who came up with this quote. I heard it from Grant Cardone. And that is, pay the price now so you can pay any price later. So that goes back to the younger thing, right? As a kid, you're hanging out with your friends, just chilling, having a good time, whatever. But who's really having a good time? You chilling with your friends, or the kid down the street who's hustling, who's grinding, who's working, who's reading, who's learning, who's expanding, who's growing? Meanwhile, everyone else is just hanging out. Meanwhile, that kid's paying the price, and then he's going to be able to pay any price later. He's going to be able to have anything he wants for his family, right? For his business, for his organization. Meanwhile, you're going to be begging to be working for his organization, for his business, for his company. You don't want to be begging for that guy. You want to be that guy. So go be that guy today. It starts today. It starts with what you're doing now. What you're doing today is going to affect what you'll be doing tomorrow. And that's all I have for you guys today. It's the Jon and Justin Show. If you guys want to join our accountability program, find our emails below. JohnMentorsMe@gmail.com, JustinMentorsMe@gmail.com. Shoot us an email and we'll get started on figuring out how to make you more money in your business, how to save you more money, right? Maybe you're just making $40, $50, $60, $100,000 and you want to know, how can I save another $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month? Well, shoot us an email, we'll get on the phone together and we'll dissect what it is you're doing that is going to make you save more money. We can figure that out for you. We're going to break down what your goal is into the smallest micro goals, down to how many steps to your kitchen you need to be taking to be able to make more money. Crazy things like that. And that's how you're going to get rich. That's how you're going to make some more money. That's how you're going to meet the people you want to meet. Comes down to these micro actions. How many minutes are you spending in front of the mirror? How many minutes are you spending sleeping? Could you pull back 30 minutes from your sleeping? Could you go to bed 30 minutes earlier? Could you cut out that TV show that you're watching before bed? Could you cut out watching some Netflix before you go to bed and allowing you to wake up that much earlier, allowing you to read that book, which then allows you to go and connect with that certain person, which then allows your business to expand? So these are the things that we do with our clients, is we break down, we dissect what it is they're doing every day to show them where there's arbitrage, where there's a gap in value, and how they can conquer that gap, how they can conquer that moment in their day so that way they can achieve anything for tomorrow. Shoot us an email, Jon and Justin Show. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, subscribe, hit that bell. Stay tuned for more. Peace.